Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to One Sober to Another. I'm Wayne, and today's video is all about who you are without alcohol. Good to see all your smiling faces. If you're sober, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. If you're not sober, I hope you get something from this. When I was drinking, I was a drunk. When I was drinking, I was labeled an alcoholic. When I was drinking, I was also double-hatting as a professional soldier. That's who my identity was. I was complete soldier, all the way, with the uniform, and without the uniform, I was an alcoholic. Those were my two identities. In my childhood, I struggled with who I was. If you haven't seen my video, Childhood Abducted, look at the card above, click it, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. When I was drinking, people who came over to my house knew that they either had to have beer, cigarettes, or liquor. That was a prerequisite to come in. Where I got into trouble was the alcohol was the only thing fueling my professional life. Some folks would call it being a high-functioning alcoholic, dysfunctional alcoholic, whatever it is. The performance measures were the same. I was 100% soldier, hung over a little bit at work, and once I took that uniform off, I was a professional drunk. A lot of things came into play with that. I lost who I was. I didn't know who I was as a person. I had a wife. At first I had a girlfriend, but turned into my wife, and I had a son. And I also had a professional career. But for me, I was still trapped in my childhood. I was still empty, and I was still filling a void with the alcohol. It didn't stop at that. It started to spill over into the rest of my life. The alcohol. Anywhere I would go, I had to be drunk. Any social event I attended, I had to be drunk. Once I put the uniform off, somehow I miraculously in my head became sober and I was able to perform. That is absolutely false. An identity crisis is a period of uncertainty about who you are. And I was completely lost. Being a soldier was one thing, but I totally forgot about being a father and being a husband. The alcohol kept me trapped in my mind that I was only a professional soldier. Even when I was an instructor at an NCO academy, I went in full head and I did the job well. But I was lacking because I could have did it so much better if I wasn't an alcoholic or a drunk on the other side of the spectrum. I had to find out who I was. When I was in rehab, one of the counselors asked me something very unique. She asked me, who am I without my uniform? And I struggled with the answer. I couldn't find out what it was. It took a very long time, matter of fact, another 2.5 years for me to find out that I was much more than just a soldier. Because I was masking that with my alcoholism, and I was using the professionalism to hide my alcoholism. It worked for a long time. As a matter of fact, I think I could have went on and on and on, but eventually I would have hit a brick wall with it. Being a high-functioning alcoholic, or an alcoholic just by itself, because that's exactly what it is, there's only a couple ways that could end. Jail, death, or an institution. I use these books here, and you may not be an AA'er, but I use these books here to guide me through my daily life. Through learning about myself, I've learned not only am I a professional, which I retired from the Army, by the way, but I'm a father, I'm a good father, I'm a husband, I'm a biker, I'm a car enthusiast, I'm so much more, and I care generally about you and your sobriety, which is why I run this channel. I wouldn't be on YouTube if I didn't care about your sobriety, and I wouldn't be on YouTube if I wasn't trying to spread my experience, strength, and hope. I compete with a lot of other people in this, and my identity helps me lay within that competition. I already know who I am. So regardless how this channel goes, I'm still going to keep doing what I do, which is try to help people be sober or to find sobriety. So if you like what you've seen so far, hit that like button below, drop a comment, hell, even subscribe if you want to, because I'm going to keep pushing on. That's my identity. I want you to find out who you are so that perhaps maybe you can turn yourself around a little bit if that's what you need and put down the alcohol. Alcohol is a destroyer of all things. It's great in the moment. It helped me to be social. It helped me to blend in. But when it got to a point where everybody else was moving on from just binge drinking every night, I was the one left behind, still trapped in my head, still trapped in my room, still drinking with no identity, and I had to find it. So if you've liked what you've seen here, like I said before, go ahead and drop a like if you want to. Even drop a comment that you don't like it. Doesn't matter, because I'm still going to keep going for you. That's my identity. I'm here for you. All right, so I'm going to keep this video short because today's an awesome day to be outside. If you're sober, get outside and enjoy life. If you're not sober, put down the bottle, call a friend, call a medic if you have to. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a social worker, but I am sober. Been sober for 4 years, and I'm going to keep on pushing on. That's it for this video. I'm going to see you in the next one.